is UX? It's a question I get every single day whenever I tell someone I'm a user experience guy, or I'm an information architect, or I'm a usability geek. So today it's going to be a small presentation about, it's like an introduction to user experience in layman terms. For those of you who don't know me, I'm George, aka Soup Boy, user experience lead consultant at ClearTag. I was that guy in a local search engine, more like a regional search engine. Search business manager. I come from a diverse background, and that's how I ended in UX. Happy, Dareen? What is user experience? The technical. Dustin Di Tommaso is one of the main, sorry Sam. He's one of the main gurus, just like Jacob Nielsen. He's pretty young in the field, but he's very knowledgeable. User experience is the perceived sum of all interactions, both positive and negative, that a customer, that a user has with a product or a service or a brand. To sum it up, either you're happy or you're sad. You can go from a really bad experience to a good experience, leaving you with that. UX, people don't generally plan it. It just happens. Even if you don't know about user experience and you own a company, you own a service, you own a website, you're doing UX whether you know it or not. So, the short answer for the how to define UX. 3 criteria. Does the user love your product? Does he understand how to use it? Does he actually use it? The long answer. Peter Morville did something that we call in the business the honeycomb of user interaction or user experience. It should be usable. Useful, like Google. Everybody knows that Google is useful. Desirable. It's something that you want, whether it's a phone, whether it's a car, whether it's a website. A small example, Dareen was nagging about Foursquare. You know, how come you cannot use it in Lebanon? So it is desirable. Accessible. Accessible means that anybody can use it, whether he has disabilities, regardless of platforms, of computers, of place, of anything. Here we have a small example of Target. If anybody is familiar with Target, it's a store in the States. They actually lost $6 million in a lawsuit just because it was not friendly to users with vision impairments. Credible. If you want to buy something, the first place that you go to is Amazon, usually, because it is credible. You believe in that product, you believe in that service that they do. Findable. I mean, if you have a product and people cannot find it, what for? Usable. We just saw Alex did something and he showed us his net vibes. It is useful. You put your RSS feeds there, you put whatever you want. Valuable. 300 million bottom. This is the story that everybody talks about. Macy's did something really stupid and something really simple. It increased their profits by 300 million US dollars in just 1 year by adding this small button. Checkout unregistered. They're not asking users to register. You want to check out, you want to buy the stuff, just check out without registering. And it generated $300 million more. Just a simple button. Now, let's talk about the product. What the product can be. It could be a physical object, it could be a website, it could be a software, a hardware, a mobile device, food, just about anything. The process in designing this product, you go, usually, we're talking again in simple terms, you go into 3 different stages. First, you have to come up with the idea, then the functionality, and then the design. We always use the clock as an example when you first start in user experience. The idea, that over, please. The idea, you want to show time. What you need, the gears inside the clock, a battery. The design, it's the shape, the color, the looks, and the feel of it. Flip. Here we have the functional clock. It has the hour dials, the seconds, and the minutes. It has good function, great design. But it does not mean it has good user experience. When designing a product, you have to take into consideration to whom you're designing the product, what the user actually needs. Here, no. Here we have a bowl, a fish bowl. You can put stuff in it, but it's not made for cats. It is a functional product. It looks rather good, but it doesn't mean good UX for specific types of users. Here we have another example. It's a design clock, whatever you want to call it. It is functional, but it's unusable in an airport situation. It does tell time, it does show time, but it's not usable. It's not built for the context of an airport. And it cannot be used as an alarm next to your bed. So, to sum it all up, whenever you're designing a product, whenever you're doing anything, and a small example, I'm going to take a real life example, Roadster. We had a small incident at work. They sent us foul food. We just called them up and we told them, no, just because we are the customers and we got foul food. So you would know about this whole thing, this whole mess. They apologized, and next day we had bags from Roadster, free food, apologizing for the misunderstanding, for the whole mess-up that happened. Sandra doesn't like Roadster for some reason, or a specific waiter at Roadsters. This is the there you go. This is the context. So the general idea for today is whatever you're doing, whatever you're designing, you're never the user. Just look around and ask around and see what the user really needs and really wants. Any questions on it?
There was something you mentioned about credibility. Yes. How do you design credibility, or how do you design a credibility in the experience?
Okay. I'm going to take a real-life example that we're actually doing right now at Clear Tags. We're building guidelines for certain something that I cannot name till now. The big part is credibility, because they have lost credibility online and offline. It comes from the design, the way you lay out the information, the way it's the information architecture of the whole website, how to find the information, the help support. User experience is not just about the website per se. It's about the customer service after you check out, after you visit the website, if you send the feedback, if you do, I don't know, if you comment, send a suggestion. This mainly happens in that area. For example, a small example, for the sake of example, a recent study that's a couple of years old shows that people are willing to buy online from a website that looks good but is not secure, over a website that is 100% secure but doesn't look good. So, design, yeah. So, design and information put together, they create that credibility. And again, you have the whole branding and marketing, 9 months term in designing.
I was cheering for design.
Thank you.